Hello everyone. I hope you all are fit and fine in this time of pandemic. I'm Jan Kaur, Assistant Professor, RPIT College Karnal. Today, I'm going to talk about angina pectoris. Through this video, we will learn about definitions, symptoms, types, and risk factors of angina. So, what is angina pectoris? It is reoccurring acute chest pain or discomfort resulting from myocardial ischemia. So, what is myocardial ischemia? It is decreased blood supply to the heart muscles. The demand of oxygen is high, but the supply of oxygen is less due to obstruction or spasm of coronary arteries. It results in chest pain that comes either as a form of pressure or discomfort. Here we can see there is deposition of plaque in coronary artery. Plaque deposition causes narrowing of coronary artery, which results in insufficient supply of blood to the heart muscles, and ultimately it leads to chest pain. We are talking about that is angina. So, angina is a type of temporary chest pain, pressure, or discomfort which results due to ischemia. If we talk about symptoms, severe chest discomfort, there is feeling of heaviness, pressure, chest tightness, choking, and squeezing. The pain may radiate to the shoulders. It may radiate to arms, back, neck, and jaw. There may be palpitation, sweating, dizziness, and dyspnea. Types. Angina is of three types: stable, unstable, and variant. And variant angina can also be called as Prinzmetal angina. So let's talk about its type one by one. So the first type of angina is stable angina. It is most common type of angina. It is induced by physical activity whenever a person does exercise or whenever a person is physically active. Emotional stress may also lead to its attack because there is increased demand of oxygen, but the supply of oxygen is less because there is occlusion of coronary artery due to atherosclerosis. But the pain is relieved by rest. As I talked before, stable anginal attack precipitates due to physical activity and pain is relieved by rest. Here we can see there is mild fatty deposits in the coronary artery in stable angina. Second type of angina is unstable angina. It is very dangerous and it requires emergency treatments. Attack precipitates due to the rupture of fibrous cap, leading to the blockade of artery by clotted blood. Attack occurs with increasing frequency. It affects patient's life by not being able to work. Here in this slide we can see that there is formation of fibrous cap over the plaque in the coronary artery. Once the cap ruptures, it will block the coronary artery because there will be the formation of blood clot. Third type of angina is Prinzmetal angina. It usually affects arteries already narrowed by atherosclerosis. The attack precipitates when the person is at rest or sleep. The pain is induced from the spasm of coronary artery. Thereby, when the coronary artery is going to spasm, it narrows. The artery thus lowering the amount of blood flow to the heart. Lesser the flow of blood to the heart, lesser will be the supply of oxygen and it will lead to the precipitation of attack. The pain of Prinzmetal angina may fluctuate during the day. It comes and goes. So here we can see there is spasm of coronary artery in Prinzmetal angina. If we talk about risk factors, the persons who have passed their 5 or 6 decades of life, they are more prone for the occurrence of anginal attacks. Other factors are sex, obesity, smoking, diabetes, hypertension, and renal dysfunction. Thanks for watching.